You're watching Technability, your source for no-nonsense tech. My name is Berge, and this right here is the Apple iPhone 12 Pro. So I wanted to give myself a few days of using this phone before I posted this overview slash sort of review. And I think I've had enough time to utilize the phone to post this video. So I'm going to go ahead and get started right away. So first thing I'm going to do is just showcase the hardware. All right, I'm not going to say anything. I just want to show you guys what this phone looks like. Okay, so with that out of the way, I did want to mention that this is a redesign of last year's 11 Pro. It's why people are excited about it. It's actually a complete redesign. Kind of goes back to the throwback 5S of yesteryear. If you put it next to it, you could see it has the same box design. But other than that, really, they're not very similar. Other than the box design, you could see the 5S has the two pieces of glass up top, and then everything else is pretty much metal housing. And obviously, you have the home button and the smaller display, larger bezel. You could see here with the 12 Pro, it's actually the same glass, matte glass back finish that they used for the 11 Pro. The X and the XS had a glossy back glass. Same with the front, it's actually a flat screen now. So they've gone away with the slight curves that they had on their LED displays prior, and they went with a complete flat design, and it makes for an absolutely beautiful image. I mean, this thing looks like it's painted on. So I think they went with the right design cue here with the boxy finish. I'm actually a fan of that. I think it's the last time the last iPhone that Apple released where I was actually impressed with the design was the 5S. So design-wise, winner, absolutely. Now, back to the screen. So this thing is a 6.1 inch Super Retina display, renders 460 pixels per inch, and no, it is not 90 hertz. I know a lot of people are upset about that, but given how fluid iOS is on pretty much almost every iPhone, you're really hard-pressed to notice much of a difference. Now, if you're someone who's used the phone with 90 to 120 hertz, then you may say otherwise, and rightfully so. But for me, personally, I think iOS runs fine on this. They went with 5G, they ditched the 90 hertz, but it's still a stunning display. It has the ceramic coating, so it's less likely to break or to scratch, but I still wouldn't take the chance. Get a ZAG screen protector. Very easy to install. You can get them on Amazon or eBay for less than half of what they charge you retail. Same with cases. Buy a case immediately. So 6.1 inch display. You have a 7.4 millimeters in thickness. So it's not the thinnest device. It's not the thickest device. It's also a fingerprint magnet on this Pacific Blue model, as you could see. Not sure how that is with the silver, graphite, and gold models that they also come with. But it does still have the Lightning port. The other end of it is a USB-C. It does charge fast. You also have wireless charging, of course. Fast wireless charging on the 2,815 milliamp battery. Not the biggest battery, not the smallest. Battery life has been so-so. I'm not going to say it's the greatest. I'm not going to say it's the worst. It's just about right. And of course, you have the QI fast charging. You have the magnet as well. So Apple's going to release some pretty awesome accessories for that. I think it's nice that they're trying to innovate now. And I'll get into a separate video where I showcase the camera quality in detail, as well as doing some comparisons with some other phone cameras. But I will say, just from my personal experience, this thing takes amazing photos, okay? I don't want to sugarcoat it. It just does. It takes great photos. The quality is phenomenal. Now, I don't know where you're looking at these photos, most likely on a small screen on your phone. So, is it really that important to have a professional-looking camera on your phone? That's subjective. But I think it's nice, it's future-proof, so that always helps. And it's a 5G phone, like I said, so they went with the 5G this time around, actual real 5G compatibility. So overall, is the upgrade worth it for you? That's the question that a lot of people are asking. I have an 11, I have an 11 Pro. Well, let me tell you the difference. The 11, for example, has a LCD display. A lot of people don't know that. They go into to their carriers, purchasing the iPhone 11, and they get stuck purchasing the mid-level one as opposed to the 11 Pro. So that's one of the major differences. I think that there's a huge difference in both quality between LCD and LED, as well as price when it comes to repair. But the main thing with LCD displays is it has a backlight. LED, every individual pixel lights up. So it's just better quality. It's brighter. I think the color saturation is more realistic, but to each their own. And also with that said, I've enabled dark mode because it seems to help my battery life ever so slightly, which has been so-so, 2,815 milliamps. So it's not, again, not the worst, not the best. I'm just going through some pictures I took of soap. That's actually really good soap, Baked Alaska from Lush. But of course the gallery is the same. Not much different there. and exit out just like that. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, and again, you have your custom widgets with Widgetsmith and other widget apps that you can go ahead and set up. My folders, all of this is very it's going through the software that I've done 1,000 times with so many different versions of iOS throughout the years. And although it's very similar, this time around, I think they've basically done a good job of working it in to the new iPhone. In previous years, if you had, let's say you had an iPhone X and you just got the latest OS update, then the XS wasn't that impressive to you. It's pretty much the exact same firmware on almost the exact same phone. So in this regard, I think they took iOS 14, they integrated into this phone, and they almost made it feel like it was made for this phone. So I like that. That's nice. That adds depth to the purchase of the phone, in my opinion. And honestly, price-wise, you're going to pay $1,000 for the standard 128 gigabyte model. So keep that in mind. Buy some iCloud storage if you need to. It's $1,000. You can finance them through your carrier. I know a lot of times it's zero down, and then you pay tax up front, and then you pay a monthly payment until the phone's paid off, or you can end up trading it in every year, every other year. It depends on the different programs that they have. But if you are in the market for this phone and they offer you zero interest financing, you should probably go for it because you're not paying any interest and you could pay the phone off whenever you want, technically speaking. So again, I did want to just go ahead and give my quick opinion on this device. Again, like I said, it was more of an overview than anything else. It's pretty much an iPhone, but a very nice, very elegant, very sleek looking iPhone, very modern. It looks modern. It feels modern. As tough of a year as 2020 has been, Apple still went ahead and released this phone. Is it worth the purchase? Of course, absolutely. This thing retains its value. It's worth the purchase. It's future proof. It's pretty much got every feature you would want in a phone for at least the next 2 years. As opposed to someone like me who's a phone freak who changes phones every week or two. If you're someone who isn't, which is most people, this is the phone for you. Fingerprint magnet, get a case, get a screen protector. I cannot stress that enough. It's an expensive phone. They retain their value. Don't let people or carriers undervalue your phone. When you go in for trade-in, they tell you, oh, it's only worth $80 to $100. That is not true. And if you have more questions about that or need assistance or guidance or tech consulting or anything like that, you can reach me at Technability on Twitter. I respond to DMs pretty quickly. And again, like I said, I can help you out with any issues you may have. So that's pretty much that. This is the iPhone 12 Pro. Great phone. My name is Barrage Technability. You can also reach me at Technability Cell Phone Repair. If you have any questions or concerns regarding a repair that you may have, I do take and ship in devices. Thank you guys for watching, and have a great 2020. All right, we're just going to shoot some quick 1080p video here, just outside. It's a beautiful day, beautiful evening, excuse me. Showcasing this Audi S3, 1080p with the iPhone 12 Pro. Very solid camera, and this lighting, I don't have flash on. Yeah. Whose nice car is that?